art affects your day-to-day life. It's, how do I describe it? I describe it, when I think about art, I think about painting, of course. I'm an artist and have been. Not everybody paints, but everybody sees art. We see architecture. We live in a built environment. Without it, there's no soul to the day. Does that make sense? Film is the most inclusive of the art forms. And it has the power to really help you figure out your life. And you know, the Dell is, a lot of the earliest filmmaking was at the Dell. I mean, everybody knows about Some Like It Hot in 1958 with Marilyn Monroe and Tony Curtis, and I mean, Billy Wilder directing, and it was pretty exciting. But filmmaking at the Dell started 50 years before that. That's 100 years ago. That's what we celebrate. We celebrate our history. I can't think of another festival town other than Hollywood that can say that. It started because Coronado has what they call a Cultural Arts Commission, which was founded in 2011 or 12. We started working on it. I'm one of the co-founders. And it was because we have all these wonderful artists, filmmakers, painters, writers, actors, dancers. We became a national model. That was the perfect thing. We're an arts town. With the reopening of our theater, which had been shuttered for 10 years, and the founding of this Cultural Arts Commission, we started thinking, okay, the time is right. It's time to have a film festival here. And we took it as far as we could take it. And then in 2018, we hired Meredy.
Joining us live to tell us more about this is the CEO and Artistic Director, Meredy Book.
We needed somebody who really could take us to the next step. And my kids said, Mom, if you want this to go on, you need a succession plan. And that succession plan is Meredy.
She's so funny. She cracks me up in board meetings. So I actually first met Doug St. Dennis when both of us were sort of pulled into a giant community event over the celebration of the Wizard of Oz. As most people are when they meet Doug, she's so charismatic, and I was just blown away by her enthusiasm. It's very evident when you meet her that she's a visionary, and I think on that foundational level, we both just got each other. I knew the capabilities of growing this festival. The first 3 years had already kind of gotten under their belt, so there was already a foundation set in motion. And I think for me, probably the biggest draw was that there was a creative outlet and the opportunity to come in and start to shape that vision. And because it was a personal passion of mine, it makes for a whole different level. It's so meaningful to be able to come into work and love what you do and be able to feel like you're going to make an impact in someone's life. Heart and soul, we are about the independent filmmakers. You have to start somewhere. And if film festivals didn't exist, you wouldn't see many of these films. If you don't have a film festival to really bring an audience to, and you don't have a film festival to bring a filmmaker to, where else are they going to go?
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus.
News conference on the coronavirus crisis.
The Sundance Film Festival is canceling all in-person
already making
events.
plans for 2021 after
the Sundance
postponing
Film
this
Festival
year's
announced
event.
they're moving entirely
France's
online.
Cannes Film Festival has been postponed for the first time in its history due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
And the year started off very, very strong. And then, of course, March hit. Everything ground to a halt. The economic impact was devastating. And, you know, people were losing their homes. They weren't able to afford their rent. I mean, there was a whole back end that many people are not aware of. Outside of the industry, it was very hard to conceptualize and to understand exactly what was happening industry-wide. There is an entire ecosystem behind a film, all the way down to makeup and hair, to set design, to the writers. So when one is impacted, they're all impacted. But what we were able to do very quickly is go online with the best of the fest, and it was virtual screenings of all of the award winners for the past 4 years of the festival. We didn't lose that sort of thread or that bond or that communication with our people.
I think the festival survived COVID and the strikes, the Hollywood strikes, because people of the community wanted it. They didn't want it to go away, and they weren't fickle. So as soon as it was possible to pull everything together again, that's exactly what they did.
It was really a phenomenal year. We did Zooms with filmmakers from all over the globe. They all got to connect with one another, and everyone really talked through what was happening in their lives. But the biggest feedback that we got was that they were so appreciative that we continued to host our festival when so many others had canceled. I want people to walk away feeling fulfilled and feeling that they feel like their lives have been inspired or changed in some way, challenged in some way, and that they have experienced something that they wouldn't necessarily get anywhere else.
Is it going to have an impact on just the future?
Well, I hope so. I hope so.
What are your hopes?
Well, you know, I don't know. So that having an impact is sort of not my what drives me. What drives me is my love of this town and my love of film, and in particular, my love of young filmmakers, of emerging filmmakers. I want to just draw us all in and make it happen and celebrate it. Film is hard. And we do it for love, right?